Hello everybody, welcome to another live stream. I hope you guys are having a great day today. And Max is right here. He's like, oh, it's talkie time. It's talking time. That means I get to get picked up and shown on camera. Yes, you do, Max. Hello, Death Viper, Mar, Prasty, Becca, JVDK, The Dude, Septarian Flare, DZ Crafted, actually, technically, hello? Mr. Nurse Ratchet. Number 7, I see you there. TC Dosh, hello. Yeah, you having a great day now? You're so spoiled. You're so spoiled. Ooh, he's starting the stream. I gotta get picked up and have attention. Hey Nick, how you doing? What are you trying to get to? Anything? He's looking at something. I think he's looking at the temperature sensor thing that I have. Is this what you're looking at? I have a little Ecobee temperature sensor thingy. Not a toy. This is a late start for you, isn't it? No. No, I started exactly when I said I was going to start. If you look at my Twitter. Yeah, I was in the middle of recording earlier, and then by the time I was done recording, it was like 1:50 p.m. I normally start my stream at 1:50 p.m. I was like, probably gonna be like 30 minutes late. Because I hadn't even had any food yet today. So I had to get a little bit of food in me and all of that. He's now focused on something else. I'm not sure what it is. He definitely wants it though. I'm gonna put him down. I think he's looking at the USB cable that normally is plugged into my phone, but I don't have it plugged in because I have a new phone that doesn't need to be charged. Cat fur everywhere. Let me take care of that real quick. Cat content, exactly. That was the whole reason why I got myself a kitty cat as a pet. And so I could exploit the cat on stream and get you guys to feel bad that you're not like subscribing and donating and giving bits because you are starving my cat. That was a whole purpose between behind me getting one. Cat content. Oh, you said you have an Ecobee? How do you like it? You're looking at switch away from Nest? I mean, the Ecobee's fine. I like that you can, I don't know how the Nest works, so I don't know like what all the different features are in that.
A Jewish monk cheered 500. Just gonna drop this off on my way to the VODs. I have today off, would watch live but Twitch is blocked at work. Any word on when VODs go up on YouTube?
A Jewish monk, thank you so much for the 500 bits. So Twitch had an issue about 2 weeks ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago now, where like their stuff got leaked, people's passwords or stream keys, or I don't know. There was like a data breach at Twitch, and that happened about 3 weeks ago. And at that point, Twitch disabled the ability to link your account to a YouTube account. It like unlinked everything. And then I tried relinking it to my YouTube account, and it says you do not have a YouTube channel on this account. So I haven't tried relinking it for a little bit. As soon as I'm able to link my Twitch to my YouTube once again, I can start exporting my VODs over to YouTube and get those up again. But right now, at least the last time I tried, it was not available for me to do that. So Nick, you were asking about the Ecobee. I like it because you can have the multiple temperature sensors in different parts of the house. The last smart thermostat I had was a Honeywell one where you had to like have a Honeywell account, and then like that account you could link to like smart things, and it was just, it felt really awkward and clunky and like a workaround just to try and make it smart, but it was like a really dumb system. I like it so much more than that. I don't know how the Nest system works. Isn't Google phasing out all the Nest products? All right, Jewish Monk, we'll catch you later, dude. Thank you again for the 500 bits. Are you going for Home Assistant? I'm not going for anything yet. I would like to switch off smart things to Home Assistant, but that's not as simple as I would like it to be. There's a little bit of like research I gotta do, and I just haven't given any time to looking at how to do anything. Like, you guys could probably tell me how easy it is and all this stuff, but like, it's gonna require me to actually look it all up and figure it out and decide if I really want to do it, and etc, etc. Also, Marv, thank you for the 5 gifted subs at the start of the stream, dude. I did not say thank you for that, so thanks. You're really just looking to move away from the Google Home, and since Google owns Nest, they limit heavily outside automation. Yeah, I think anything that would give you open source stuff like Home Assistant would probably be best overall, but again, I have zero experience with that, so I can't really speak to it. How do we end up doing here? We got 114,000 of these since last live stream. That is a stupid amount, to be honest. And that's still not using power, right? Or is it using power? My screen just turned off and now it's back. We are actually using power, so maybe like it fixed itself after a server reset? Yeah, we are definitely using power. That's sad. I was expecting us to be able to use this thing for free for forever. You're looking to get into Home Assistant when you finally buy a house. I'll probably look at it when I decide to move. I don't think I'm gonna stay here for forever. I haven't decided where I'm gonna move or when I'm gonna move, but I don't think I'm gonna stay here for forever. That much I do know. Okay, so we need to upgrade to a tier 7 because we're on a tier 6, I think, right? So the nano rate. Yeah, that'd be a tier 7. And then we need the tier 7 to make us the tier 8 stuff. And the tier 8 stuff is what we need and what we're going for. So let's go get our tier 6 thing, tear it apart, upgrade to a tier 7. I mean, if you're ever going to have energy problems, big reactor, and there are no energy problems. I don't think big reactors are even in this. Wee. All right. Should we upgrade both of these to a 7? Nah, let's just do the one that we need. So this is the Ethium Void Miner, this the Crystal Miner, and this is Resource, right? Resource Miner. All right, we're gonna tear this apart. So we were right up against the chunk border here. I don't know if the next one is going to be bigger or not. We should. Is that only one block on this side? I'm confused. Oh, these are 2 blocks wide. I thought these yellow boxes here, I thought that was 1 block. I was like looking at that, like, I'm confused. Okay, so we have like 3 blocks of space on this side and we have no blocks of space on the other side. So let's just move this over by 1 and assume that we're going to build the new one right here. Ah! Guys, we are almost done. We are almost done. Oh no! I gotta let go of the button sooner. We are almost done with this stupid mod. Almost done. I don't know why that's there. Dark Jewel, you love my content. Thanks for the great vids. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the content, dude. F3G, turn that off. Okay. This, and then I guess we can grab the ender chest too. Because if it is the same size, that's still got to be moved over by 1. Hey, the mod has feelings. Well, I think the mod needs to suck it up. Okay, so we want to upgrade to the next tier. So that's the nano. So this, that, 1 pattern. So we're gonna need these. Oh, look at that. That uses netherite ingots. Ooh. Ooh, that's gonna get expensive. And nether stars. Look at that. I had no idea. Like, we have all that stuff. I don't think I made a recipe to make netherite ingots, so we can go ahead and make that. What else? Uses. So we need the nanorite version of this. It's weird that it shows that. I think we have to use this specific one. What else do we need? Frequency modifier. Nanorite, this one. Okay, I think that's it. Structure frames, yeah, so the structure frames can just go in here. We need a laser core. Unrelated guy redeemed a gift sub. Thank you, dude. Let me go ahead and gift a sub to the channel. That would be one of these. And done. You give it yourself? Yep. No. Giving away a free sub to the community.
Hypnotized has gifted 1 subs.
So thank you for redeeming the gift sub channel bit thing. I'm sure you just made somebody's day, so it's all good. Soyesh, how am I doing today? I am doing well. How are you doing, dude? Dude, you know you've been playing Path of Exile too much when you're trying to control click things in Minecraft. I didn't even play it today, and yet my brain is telling me to control click everything. All right, so we want Nanorite.
Becca_11 has gifted a sub to unrelated_guy.
Becca, thank you so much for gifting a sub. That's very nice of you. Thank you, Becca. Okay, so what do we need here? We need 92 frames. Okay, I need to make another right. I need to make another right. It's freaking September or November. I need to make another right ingot pattern. Netherite ingot recipe. This one. Let's throw that down here somewhere. Ghost, you are late. Yes, I can understand. November 1st, fine. It's a day after Halloween, fine. We're November 2nd now. Now it's just getting annoying. It was already annoying to begin with. Now it's even more so. All right, 92 frames. We have everything. Let's go. Today is the last day of the Dead. I see. It's time for Christmas decorations to go up? Absolutely. Well, I mean, do you take your Christmas decorations down? You don't leave them up all year round? 56 panel. Sweet, we have that. IO block or frame. So now we need the RF things. Actually, was that already shown there? I think that's already shown there. Yeah, these. Oh, where's my output block? Okay. 20 modifiers. How are we doing on mica, I wonder? 68,000. Probably should put that in a drawer by now. 92,000 endstone. We did put that in a drawer. Let's go get that sorted. I don't want to run out of drive space. The Isaac VOD today was great. That was another breaking run today, right? We're in the greed mode section of the playthrough, I'm pretty sure right now. All right, we need to do a drive shuffle or Reno thingy here real quick. Hey, we don't even have any red lights, but we're being proactive here. Now we got red lights. What the heck? We didn't have red lights before. Now we got them. Okay. Put these all in here and let them all drain out. Yeah, I read the comment that the timestamps were broken on the video. How did we go from not having any red lights to having a red light? What the actual? I don't know if I did something wrong with the timestamps or if there's like just so many you can only put into a video before the YouTube thing's just like, nope, doesn't even work anymore. So do we have like 68,000? Yeah, okay, all the mic is here. I think we're good. Go to part 3 of the greed runs. I didn't tell you guys this. But I took about 2 weeks off from recording Isaac. And I just started re-recording over this weekend. I think I've recorded like 5 videos, but like there was 2 weeks there where I just stopped recording and was just playing like Path of Exile and just taking it real easy. I think we have everything here. Yep, I think we go set this up. But the silly thing is, like, I was so far ahead of my Isaac recordings, like, I probably could have waited another 2 weeks before starting any more recording and still be fine. Like, I was quite far ahead. I decided I needed to slow down just a little bit. Oh. Think it has to do with the tag spam would cause it not to register as a chapter? Yeah, I don't know. I know there was a problem originally when I was trying to make the chapters that I didn't put the 0 timestamp. And if you don't put the 0 timestamp, it doesn't recognize any of the chapters. I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong for a while. That's a big boy, F3G, and this is all within one chunk, yeah? Looks like it. Yo, this thing's massive. Yeah, it looks like we're all good here. Tried to trick me. Not gonna trick me this time. It's almost as big as the chunk, right? Thing's huge. I don't know if I'm going to upgrade the resource miner. I don't feel like I need to unless there's something specific we get from that. I don't think there is, though. I wish you could upload quicker, like 2 Isaac VODs a day would be the dream. Yeah, some people have more time to watch videos than others. I don't know if I'd want to be like on a 2 video per day schedule though. Like trying to catch up with that much video. I don't know if I'd ever be able to catch up and have any time to do anything else. Okay, so now let's put in the frequency. The frequency thingies. So the... Oh, I didn't grab more power cables. I don't know if we need more power cables, but I didn't grab any more. More content, streamer! You don't go there. Block. Woo, we did it. Now I gotta put these in. Is 21 gonna be enough? I feel like we're probably gonna be a little short on these, but maybe it'll be enough. Wait. That's right, we don't have to go all the way over. No, I think we have exactly enough. 7 per side. Private this start. Oh, I didn't put the thing in? $150,000. I mean, that seems pretty good. I almost wonder, though, if I should get rid of some of the frequency modifiers and replace it with the bandwidth or whatever the other... I think it was the bandwidth? Or maybe amplification. One of these made it so it gets more items per thing. I don't think it really matters, though. Like... I think we're good. Thankfully, I believe that's the last one of those that we have to build. We do need to make a drawer for whatever the crystal is that we are now getting, the new one. Which I believe are the Zerothium crystals. So let's go find one of those and put it into a drawer before we fill up our applied energistic system with them. We already got like a stack and a half. That's crazy. The super cheese, hello. Do I play Isaacs in my streams? I haven't since I started the YouTube series. But I have streamed Isaac before in the past. I might still stream some in the future. I don't know. Guess it really depends on what I want to stream. I don't really have like a set game that I only stream. Hey, Digital Dumber, how you doing, dude? All right, so we need to make the tier 8 controller thingy. This, we need at least the recipe and to see if we can craft this. This is what we need in order for our goal. And we can just craft it. Boom. All right, that's it. So are all the mods star? This pulsating black hole. This thing is done. We did it! It only took us a little over 2 live streams. So another thing, we haven't started making any plastics. So I guess we need to make a latex processing unit and start figuring out all of this stuff. What is this mod pack? You can run the !pack command. Penguins wearing tuxedos. Hey yo, is there any mod packs people recommend you play to spend time doing modded Minecraft again? If you haven't played Stone Block, that's a go-to. If you're looking for something more difficult, you might try like Project Ozone 3 on normal mode. If you're looking for something more difficult than that, it's got like 3 more difficulties that are higher up. I don't really know. Like, there's just so many different types of mod packs out there. I don't know really what you're looking for. Latex processing unit. We can finally get rid of all this environmental tech stuff. I need more blink patterns. Okay, so latex processing unit needs a latex bucket and a water bucket. We don't have a recipe for a furnace or a pity machine frame. We should be able to make a recipe for a pity machine frame. Why did I stop playing Skybees? Because the mod pack wasn't that interesting. It's literally a sky block that you just get your resources from bees. The interesting part of that mod pack was like breeding the bees and playing around with the sky or the resourceful bees mod, which I haven't played around with before. But there's like, sure, you can automate the hives and you can automate the apiaries and all of that, but there's just like, there really wasn't much substance to that mod pack, right? That's why I stopped playing it. It got boring. So I need a recipe for a furnace. I mean, I guess I don't need a recipe for one, but we should make a recipe for one. So hardened stone and marble, I think we're getting from our resource. That's probably what's taking up our drive space. Yeah, I think those are probably the resources that are taking up our drive space. There's also basalt. And we're getting like all of these other things. What are all of these? I don't know. Hardened stone, marble, basalt, whatever that is, whatever pumice. I guess I could take these since I don't really need any more of these and add them to the storage bus. Maybe. Can I access that storage bus? Oh. Am I unable to access that with the trash can on top? Really? How annoying. Oh, I guess I need to add a card. We have a capacity card. Am I going to start a new mod pack on the channel? Maybe eventually. I don't have plans right now. There hasn't been any mod pack that has come out recently that's gained my interest. You have to remember, I have played a lot of modded Minecraft. There might be new packs that come out, and like I see people are all hyped that there's a new pack that came out, but I see the pack as something that I've already played before, just kind of like repackaged in a different way. Storage bus to trash can. Yes. We have a resource miner that's gathering a whole bunch of like alabaster. I guess all of that's now been deleted since I did my cards in such a way. It's also mining this hardened stone and marble and basalt and all this other stuff that I have no use for. It's just filling up my digital storage. When you open the storage bus UI, what? The 3x3 on the bottom left. Storage bus, yeah. So the network tool, when you shift right click on it, has this grid here. That's what shows up there. As long as you have this network tool, I think when you open up any... Maybe not this. When you open up a lot of things... Of course, it's not going to show up when I'm trying to show an example. Okay, yeah, so this is the network tool. If I take that off my hotbar and I open that, or maybe I just have to take it out of my inventory. Then it no longer shows there. Hello, Nemo. How you doing? You ended up beating Infernopolis despite it being riddled with bugs. That doesn't sound like a very fun time. But congrats on beating it. Okay, so now we're just missing a bucket of latex and a water bucket.
Noctum Nemo just resubbed for 58 months. 58 times missed the close button, Kappa.
Nemo, thank you so much for the 58-month resub, dude. Is there a way for Applied Energistics to do liquid crafting now? I know it's got the liquid storage. I know there was an add-on mod for Applied Energistics that did liquid crafting. But internal to the mod,
Stely0_girl just subscribed.
Mr. Steely0girl, thank you for subscribing. You love the Isaac series? Awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't think there's any way for Applied Energistics to do liquid crafting. I could be wrong, but I don't think there is. There's the storage. There's fluid buses. Oh, Steel Yo Girl. Okay. Look, guys. I see a name, and I have about 3 seconds to parse it before I say it. When you guys have like all the time in the world to look at it and be like, what does that say? Oh, the streamer's a moron. Obviously, it says this. Cut me a little slack, all right? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. There's no capitalization in the name at all. Idiot streamer didn't figure it out in 3 seconds. All right, so we need... I guess we just need to get ourselves a bucket and fill it full of water. manually, like some kind of Neanderthal or something. Streaming is hard. You can never do it. I think one of the hardest things, at least for me, is just don't take yourself too seriously when you're streaming. All right, so now we need latex buckets, which means we need latex thingy. Tree tap? Not tree tap. I forget what it's called. I'll find it here in just a minute. Industrial wood fluid extractor. Fluid extractor. Found it. So that means I need a recipe for the pressure plate. I think I got everything else. Yes, I wanted to place a torch there. Okay, the vanilla stuff, let's move up to a different line. Do it. I did it! I made my first industrial foregoing machine! I think we're going to do this in a different way. I think I'm going to mimic what Jassassin was doing, because I feel like that is the smarter way of doing this. We're going to do applied energistics for this. Formation plane. Can't you set up a dispenser with a simple redstone thing to trigger when it gets empty buckets and then pull it out with a pipe? I mean, I guess I probably could, or I could just walk over to the river that's like 20 blocks away and right click on it once because we need one bucket. I mean, your way works too. I need fiber. Yeah, glass, quartz fiber. Doesn't sound really modded. Look. Look. Are you looking? Look. All right? Do what I want. I don't want to do that. I do want to do that. Okay, so we have that. And then we are going to put a quartz fibre. How do we do this? I know what I want to do. I think I should start first of all by putting the formation plane and then figure out the rest of this. So this will... blocks will be placed as block. Yes, that's what we want. So now I need a way for this to get stuff into it. I feel like we just do a solid interface on top. So then I need an export bus exporting onto this. Okay. Yeah, let's go get ourselves an export bus. Are those the original AE2 textures nowadays? Yes, I don't use texture pack if that's what you're asking. If it only places things as a block, what happens if you put like non-block things in there? Like kelp, for instance? Oh, I can't get the kelp out of there. I wouldn't call this a sub-network. It's going to be a separate network. Oh, I guess I didn't need all of that stuff. Oh, no, I want this to be down here. I guess that's fine. So here I want oak wood. I guess I'm gonna need a crafting card too. So this needs a crafting card. This is gonna export this. We are going to always craft with efficiency reduces the amount of progress that needs to be made to fill one bar. Dude, the ghost, stop it. Those are gonna make me not want to play this pack anymore. You mean the golden upgrade doesn't work together with the diamond upgrade, so you just put the diamond one in? There's no reason for the tier 1? The way this used to work is you put in the tier 1, then in order to install a tier 2, you had to have the tier 1 in there. So like the tier 2 takes up 2 spots essentially. So you just put in the diamond ones now? Is that what you're telling me? I can't make either because I need latex to make them. All right, let's look at this. It used to be acacia was the best. That's 4 millibuckets. These are all 2. This is 3. Okay, so let's just make a recipe to make acacia wood and we'll export that. I'll just put this down here.
Lurch8 just resubbed for 7 months. Hey Hypno.
Hey!
Hope you're having a great day.
Lurch, thank you so much for the 7-month resub. I am having a good day. Man, we still haven't even gotten a bucket yet. This is so slow. Why? Why can't this be faster? Guys, it's not fast enough. So I see there's a blue and an orange. Can you just pipe in buckets? I think we should actually set up applied energistics fluid storage. Now there's like crazy fluid storage. I don't know if we need to go this big. Probably just like a 16K that's like set specifically for the item that we want. Do we have a way to make green dye? And do these have to be charged crystals? Nope. So we are taking cactus and we're smelting that. I don't think I want to do that. Didn't we have a bee that made dye? Can you use more than one fluid extractor on the same log? I think you can, but like the log goes away faster. So maybe, I don't know. I feel like it'll be fine once we're able to put in the upgrades. We just need to get like that first bucket, which is just happening in the background. So 1K fluid storage. I need to does it actually have to be green dye? Rainbow honey block. Rainbow honey block is... Oh, the RGB, right. So if I were to do that, I would need a place for rainbow honey to go. That, I mean, I guess we could put it into the rainbow honey bottles instead of like putting it to the fluid like we're doing, but that just feels like a lot of work. Is there a way for us to like make cactus? Nature essence. Leafy honeycomb. Time for a new bee. Does it need a leaf? One of these has my shears in it. This one. This tree looks so sad. Now it looks even more sad. So I don't know which one of these hives has the least amount of things going on. Maybe this one? We'll put it over here. The god shears? Yeah, these shears, I think these break blocks really fast too. The efficiency works on like whatever block you're pointing it at. It's a little crazy. Okay, Leafy Bee knows where its home is. Doing its thing. The only thing I gotta do is just get a drawer set up for the nature essence. I wish I would have had this thing set up a long time ago. So nature essence. We're going off on this tangent real quick. What does this all make? So vines, podzol. What about podzol? Spruce saplings, pumpkins, warped fungus, bamboo. Mycelium if we had dirt essence, kelp. And get rid of our kelp farm if we just get a water bee with our nature bee. Melons, carrots. All right, anything like interesting in here? Apples. All right. The only thing I really care about is just the cactus. I think it was this one, right? I don't know where those leafy things are going. They're going somewhere. I'm trying to shift click it out of the inventory. Did I get one? I don't know where they all went. Did they go over here to back stuff one of these? It went somewhere, and I don't know where it went. Now I'm confused. Oh, right. We're going into Applied Energistics directly. So it went into my AE system. That's where it went. Yeah. I forgot that we have things just going into AE, and then the AE is what's putting it back into the drawers. Okay, so now all of that should be in that drawer. Yeah, we had to do that because, like, when the drawers filled up and we were using the void upgrade on things, like, these pipes didn't know how to handle just to send things regardless to the drawer controller because it said it was full, and these pipes are smart, so it's like, oh, that's full. I can't send stuff anymore. Okay. Well, we can't make a whole lot of cactus. But we can make a recipe to make cactus. I mean, 7 of those turns into 16, so that's pretty good. A little over 2 per, right? All right, so we can put this in here somewhere. I guess we can finish making some of these drives. Okay. I don't think we're going to make the 64. I don't think we have the resources to do that right now anyway, but we'll just go ahead and do that. And then I guess I should probably also make the recipes for these. Yeah, this. Oops. This one was put in a different way. There we go. I don't need the kelp farm anymore. The essence will craft the kelp. I mean, you're not wrong. But I don't need to get rid of the kelp farm either. Hey, D-Max online. I didn't see him join. Oh, I must have just joined. That can go away, that can go away. Fluid storage. Can we make a 16K? It says we can. Let's actually make the 16K fluid storage a cell. Hello, Lizard Bell. You just got here. What have we been up to? We made the highest tier environmental tech machine. So we got that set up. So we're able to make the tier 8, which we were going for. We set up a way to start collecting latex, and now we are doing fluid storage. I don't have an ME drive thing. Didn't I put Applied Energistics? Yeah, I just put the drives in here. These. Yeah. I kind of like keeping the same mods together. I don't know how many of these we need. I'm going to craft up 2 of them. I probably only need just 1. I do have a water bee, but we don't have that set up. Yeah. Okay, so we need I guess I should also make myself a, what do you call it? A formatting IO port, not partition? It used to be called partition. Disk drive. God, I can't remember the name of it. I will probably see the block this thing. Cell workbench, of course. So we need a calculation processor. Redstone. Is that not redstone? What am I missing here? Oh, it's wool. Of course it's wool. Why wouldn't you use wool with applied energistics? That's a Keeble facade. I just guess we'll just put it over here. I don't think I need to change priority since this will be the only place fluid is being able to be stored. So we want this to store latex. How do I do this? Can I not do this? It won't let me do this here. Okay, let's go get a bucket of latex then. When you're making patterns, it'll allow you to drag and then place the ghost item there, but it won't let you do it there, unfortunately. We have a full bucket yet? Yep. Gotta use that wool to stop the drives from getting cold? I guess so. Alright, so we put that in here. We do this. Partitioned, including precise. Oh, I thought that was a toggle. That just deletes everything. Okay, so now we have a place to store latex. So now I need a fluid import bus. Seems good. Fluid import, and we also need like glass cable. I guess we will just do this. No, that won't work. Where's it going? No, that's right. That's right. I saw this and thought that we were somehow like using this as a separate network, but like that's touching right there. Okay. If this is working, then we should see latex on our drive over here. Did that number just go down? Why is that going down? I don't understand. I guess the only way to really understand would be to make myself a fluid terminal and then see what the exact millibucket count is. I guess I don't need a pattern for that. No, I want a pattern. ME terminal logic. And then we need green dye. Fluid terminal. Well, it appears to be working. Why the storage drive was fluctuating up and down doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I don't know. It should go up slowly. Not every millibucket is 1 byte. It shouldn't be increasing in bytes until it needs more storage, regardless. What did DMAX say? Oh, you feel like hanging out, didn't really have any major plans. Shorter stream. I'm like leaning on my arm, not able to type properly. So I should be able to dump this bucket in here, right? Right click? Yeah, okay. So I can right click in there and then I click on here to take fluid out. Perfect. So I should also make... I should make one for water, I feel like. Just for the convenience of having it all my fluids like in the same terminal. I don't know, maybe we could do a fluid storage bus, but I feel like just having water go onto a disk is probably fine. Like fill it through a sink. With an import bus or something. Fine, I'll make a storage bus since you guys are just going crazy about it. We'll see if it works. It probably will work. Oh, but then I have to make a fluid interface. God. Jeez. Wait, what? I don't want that. This is what I want. Oh, this should be changed then. It's showing the smaller one, so I have to fix this recipe. I don't know. Maybe I'd still use the cable one with the fuzzy filter, whatever this thing is called, item substitution. Maybe it would work, but I prefer just have the right item there. Fluid storage boosts. Okay, we will see. I feel like this probably goes over in an AE house. I think we'll just set this right here. So it's very visible to us where this thing is. We don't have to look all over for it, and we don't have to worry about channels for it. Yay! Water! Hey, there's no fish in it. Where's the fish? This used to have a fish in it. I only have one fluid terminal. I have to go all the way back over here to check it out. We have a little bit of water available to us. So if that's the case, I would like to unpartition this. Yeah, what kind of mod makes a sink and doesn't have a fish in it? What the heck? Okay, yes, now we have water available. Easy. So we got over 2 buckets of latex. In order to make these upgrades, like the efficiency, we need to get ourselves a dissolution chamber. The dissolution chamber requires plastic. So in order to make that, we have to do the latex processing unit. Now, will this just craft? No. I really wish Applied Energistics allowed you to do crafting with fluids. I don't like how this... I don't like how those are tied together either. Those should be separate. Latex processing unit. Okay. So now that I have this, we put this down here. I assume this needs water and latex and power. So maybe like having the latex be stored in Applied Energistics was kind of silly, since like we're just going to be ejecting it over here anyway. This doesn't have an auto eject. Yeah, I need a power cable. Not gonna use your machines building for that. You need latex for other stuff later? So we need... Well, how do we do this then? If we need latex, liquid latex, and putting liquid latex into that machine turns it into solidified latex, then I'd almost need two separate machines, one that's just making the latex juice and the other one that's just putting all the stuff to be turned into the plastic. Right? Alright, well, if we need latex for other stuff later, we'll figure that out. I think for right now, we'll just auto-turn all of the stuff that we are making into... Well, no, I guess we can't do that, because we need latex in order to make these upgrades, right? This is so complicated. Yeah, we're already importing into Applied Energistics. So the latex is being imported into the system right now. The thing is, we need latex to make like these add-ons, because that needs a bucket of latex per. And if we're automatically taking the latex in the system and turning into like the little plastic pieces so we can make machines, then we don't have any latex available. You don't know why some need latex and some need plastic? I don't know either. Maybe we make another fluid extractor and put it on this side of the log, and like everything that makes goes into a dissolution chamber that's like right next door. And then everything this one makes just gets turned into plastic balls. Because I assume we're not going to be making those upgrades all of the time, but we are going to need some right now. This isn't even working because it's facing the wrong way. Okay, let's go get some power and hook those up. Oh, ultimate? Ultimate. It doesn't need power. It goes faster with power, but doesn't need power. Okay, so this is going to eject into a dissolution chamber. And in order for me to make the dissolution chamber, I have to have the plastic. So I need a fluid export bus. I keep typing fluex instead of fluid. I don't think I need 1,000 of those. I think one's enough. So I need a bucket for some more latex. Is there a plastic B nut that I'm aware of? I think this also needs water. Did it again. Fluid export bus. I mean, we could just put a sink down there. But since we have it available on Applied Energistics, we're just going to do it this way. Yay, tiny dry rubber. We did it. Yay. They use 100 per? Whew. And then to make plastic, I think we need 9 of those. 9 tiny dry rubber. So this we should export into like a compacting drawer. I assume this works. It might not work. We might have to just actually do a craft. I guess I could try this. This doesn't work. Okay, so we don't do this. So we can just export that into a drawer. Yep. Can't you add a capacity card to one export bus and add water to it as well, or is that not possible? Oh, you might be able to, actually. You might be able to. I didn't even consider doing that. We'll give that a try. So I don't have a recipe for a basic card. Apparently I never made one of these. Chat is a basic card, dude. I guess we'll find out as soon as this gets to 100 if it refills the water. I assume it's gonna work. No, you're a basic card. No, you. Mr. Nightmare is an acceleration card? Well, it still says full water. Oh, there it goes. Not hovering with a tank. What does that mean? What does not hovering with a tank mean? I assume it means it's not hovering with a tank, but I don't understand what that means. Okay, so then I guess import bus would be the other thing that we need. Or import, yeah, import bus. And they're gone. You can fill tanks directly from the GUI, but you aren't holding one. Oh. I thought I left a hole in the floor. I did not, so we don't need those blocks. Right, so now that we have that done, let's see, we need a recipe that's going to turn those into the dry rubber. And then we need a recipe that's gonna cook the dry rubber. And I assume we can just do that in the furnace. Smelting factory. So can I request one of these? Can I request another one? Do we? I don't know how many. We're missing 3 tiny dry rubbers. This makes me very displeased. Okay. So I guess for right now, we could import the latex from both those machines into the system. Do I want to do that? Is there a way to move like a partial amount? These do, right? These basic fluid tanks? Why does it take so long for it to start processing? I don't get it. Okay, so now that we have that, I should be able to make my other plastic. So we have 2 of these now. So the dissolution chamber. I need a diamond gear. What else? I need a pity. Such a pity. And this guy. Yo, did I just make that with an ender chest? I think I did. Yeah, this has to be done down here for sure. Oh, look at this. You can pull. Aha! Well, as long as that's pulling, I don't think we need them both trying to do stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Ben says that Isaac run was something. I assume you liked it. Meta Engineer says that last Isaac episode was pretty epic. I'll have to scrub through it a little bit later today. I don't remember exactly what we did. I know that the game was broken. But yeah, I don't remember that. Like, I haven't watched it recently, so I have no idea. Game-breaking runs are the best. Was that the one where the game crashed, or did I just spoil an upcoming episode? I think I just spoiled an upcoming episode, actually. Like, I had an actual... You got Epicac on accident? I don't remember that. Dan, welcome, dude!
Dan underscore 1K12 just subscribed.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with those game-breaking runs. There's a combination of items that you will get that will literally crash your game. Like, you get all sorts of crazy tier stuff happening, and then, like, you mix that with, like, Split Shot or Cricket's Body that, like, amplifies the amount of tears that are on the screen, and, like, the game just, like, and freezes. It's like, you've got to be careful. And unfortunately, once you get to that point in your run, If you haven't changed floors and the game crashes, you start over that floor before you've collected everything. So if you spent like 40 minutes breaking the game, collecting all these items, and your game crashes like that, then you got to redo it all. How is AE handling liquids now? It can only store liquids. It handles them fine, but it can only like store, export, and import liquids. It can't craft with them. The first time your tears found a mind of their own and you had to bail. Couldn't stop laughing. Oh, that sounds amusing. I honestly don't remember. That was such a while ago I recorded that, and I've done a lot of runs since. Yeah, so we have to wait for this to get a full bucket. At least this holds 8 buckets. I almost wonder if it would make sense for me to put like a bigger buffer bucket between the two. That way it's like filling this up, and then when this gets to 8 buckets, like we have extra left over. I feel like that's something that we should do. So if I want to make an ultimate fluid tank, which is absolutely ridiculous and we don't need, can I do it? So I need infused alloy, infused alloy. Now, if I want to make the to the elite, I need 4 of those. You're considering starting a fresh file and trying to go through the unlocks in the same order as you, more or less? I mean, there is a lot of time that you can put into the game for the price that it costs. Like, there's so much replayability. I mean, consider how many characters there are that you have to go through and unlock stuff on. Like, if you haven't even seen the new characters in Repentance, there's like, I think there's 18 characters in the game. Or maybe it's 16. I think it's 18. I think there's 18 characters that you can play in the base game, and then Repentance essentially doubles that. Dan says, do you think you'll ever revisit one of your older series, i.e. Infinity Evolved? We actually did another Infinity Evolved Skyblock playthrough on this channel. So I don't think I'm going to go back to a 1710 pack again. But yeah, we did revisit that on stream. That was probably about 4 years ago, I think. It was a little while ago, back when I still wore glasses. And I might see my glasses, okay. I can't see without my glasses. Atomic alloy. Yep. Ultimate fluid tank. Okay, so let's turn this thing off. Fluid input. Then we use this to take all of that fluid out. Then we break this. And we set this one block. We set this one block over. Now we can place this in between. This can eject the latex. I believe it has to be on the right push. Yeah, so that's pushing it into here, which we can't see. And then this one we can set to fluid input hole. There we go. Okay. So now we got a huge buffer, however much this thing holds, I don't remember. More than we're ever going to fill it up with. And then the 8 buckets here. Did you get laser eye? I did. Yep. Yeah, I got LASIK eye surgery about 2 years ago, I think. How do you recharge your Rending Gale? Normal chicken farm, or is there something more? Okay, we can take a break from this for a little bit. So this house right here, this was our original one that we built. And we built this on top of our mine that goes down here. And in this level, we have a mob farm. And right there is a mob spawner that we're spawning other things from, but you can see there's a chicken sitting in there, right? A lot of chickens. Oh, yes, you saw Jenny borrowing this at some point? Wait, what? What are you talking about? So yeah, we have on our sword capturing 7. So we have a high probability of getting spawn eggs. And you can right-click a spawn egg on these spawners to change the mob. Like, that's a vanilla mechanic. If you're in creative mode and you can spawn in those spawn eggs, you can right-click them on a spawner to change it. But, whatever mod that is, I can't remember exactly the name of it off the top of my head. That allows you to silk touch spawners. Whatever mod that adds all this stuff over here. Apotheosis. Anyway, so yeah, you can see that with that small amount of chickens, we just got over 3 stacks of feathers. So yeah, I can charge it this way. No, sorry, Jessa? I don't know who Jessa is. You're saying that name like that's somebody I know. But I don't know who that is. Should I know who that is? Oh, Jassassin! Oh, goodness. I thought you're talking about completely different people here. First, Jenny, which is a different person, and then Jessa. So close yet so far away. I thought you were talking about like another like streamer. Like somebody I've never seen before or heard of. Okay, so we have our first bucket. Guys, do you have any idea what this means? Do we go for the speed or do we go for the efficiency? Speed or efficiency, chat? You made a bucket? Good job! I did it! Chat, speed or efficiency? Somebody quick, backseat me. It's not actually backseating if I'm asking you. Speed, speed, efficiency, efficiency, speed, speed. Efficiency. Diamond speed. Sanic speed. Efficiency. We'll do speed. So I need 2 gold gears, 2 sugar. So 2 glass panes? I don't know. Did these have to be in the specific order? I'm going to try a different order. Yeah. What do you guys say about that now? Oh, I didn't grab redstone. I was like, what? That doesn't look right. I guess it has to be in the right order. Oh, I don't have power. I don't have the power keyboards either. How do I do these? We're gonna kind of rearrange these cables just a little bit, I think. Well, that's not really how I wanted to rearrange them. I guess that's fine though. Now I'm going to see that power cable when this log isn't here, but that log's always going to be there, so I guess that won't be a problem. Makes me feel dirty doing it that way. I did! Add on speed. Oh boy. Dude. This thing's going lightning speed. So this is with the speed, without the speed. With the speed, without the speed. Is it usage 500 FE? 500 FE. From every mod pack you've played, which pack did you enjoy the most, and which did you enjoy the least? Least favorite pack would probably be FTB Academy, I think. I'm trying to think if there was ever a pack that I played on stream that I absolutely didn't like. As far as like the YouTube series goes, whichever one that I was on the planet that was like a volcano, I don't think I finished that one. I don't think I enjoyed that one. No, Bees was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. It just was boring. It just wasn't interesting. I didn't dislike it. It just wasn't interesting to me. FTB Interactions was fine. Yeah, Exoria, that pack. I think that would probably rank as probably my least favorite one. Interactions made you sub to Hypno? But I didn't even play Interactions on... Oh, you're talking about subbing on Twitch. I was like, but I didn't even play that on YouTube. Of course, subbing on Twitch. Yeah, Interactions was quite a hard pack. We played Sevtech. Guys, do I do efficiency or do I do speed 2? I think we do speed 2. That actually went quite quick for that one bucket. So I need 2 diamond. It's basically the same thing. I don't have a recipe for diamond gears. So 2 diamonds, redstone, glass panes, sugar. Oops. I heard you say that before, Mr. Nightmare, I'm pretty sure. We will see what happens. Oh, yeah, look at that. It won't even go in there. Interesting. Yeah, you cannot put both of those in at the same time. Interesting. So now we need efficiency, which I think efficiency makes it so this bar starts lower. And we will just make efficiency too, I guess. If that's the way these work now, there's no point in making the tier 1. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a quick break. This button. Oh, that's right. I don't have a way to do this. I need to work on that scene. I guess we'll just do this. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I need to work on getting a BRB for this new scene layout. You are no longer AFK. Thanks, game. All right, so if we put this into here. But it's definitely going faster. Okay, so we just need to do the same thing for this one. We need to get the speed 2 and then the efficiency. I guess I'll make the efficiency first. What else do I need? That's it. Thank you for the welcome back. Somebody cares. Okay, so how are we doing on a tiny dry rubber? Not real good, actually. Actually, not really good. Why does this appear to be going slower? Wasn't this getting like... I thought this was pulling like 4 millibuckets per tick before. I don't know, it feels like something's off now. Like, it feels like it's going slower, doesn't it? Because the log is now stripped, it's different for the full log and the stripped version. Oh. So you're telling me that I should set up like an annihilation plane that's deleting stripped acacia logs? Because I could do such things. Or send them to a cutter? Oh, I don't care about that. We have infinite wood. Like, our bees are making tree essence, and 3 tree essence makes 16 logs, I think? Acha-cha. Yeah, so 3 wood essence makes 16 acha-cha logs. So... yeah, that's weird. So I could put a annihilation plane here that's only looking for the stripped acha-cha. Is it worth doing? I would need an ME drive. I would need a disk. No. Oh, I don't have a way to make these. We need to go format this. There is no quest book in this. This is a kitchen sink pack. So I format that so it only allows stripped acacia logs. And then I guess we could also do that with a storage bus onto like a drawer that is set for a specific thing. Maybe that would be better. Anyway, we're just gonna do it this way. So the drive with the partition disk only allows that. We need the annihilation plane. What is this doing? Oh, I have that as a processing pattern, don't I? Fixed. I don't know why all those other recipes are queued up. I must have done something incorrectly and forgot to get rid of them. So annihilation plane. Let me glass cable. So if I put this here with this in it and this here, there's no filter on that. I just need to make sure we put a glass fiber there so it doesn't connect to that network. Quartz fibri. That, and it can connect here. Yeah, that's fine if it does that. So if that turns into a stripped acacia log, I guess I can right click it. So the stripped acacia log is now in the storage cell. And then we could like just put an export bus from that into over here or something if we wanted to. Do subsystems still work in AE? You talking about sub networks where you're doing like a storage bus onto an interface? Yes, you can do that. I don't do that. I mean, honestly, with this setup, yeah, we could do a storage bus onto a trash can. It would probably work just the same, and then we wouldn't have to worry about that drive ever filling up or like exporting the items. Okay, let's change it. But we shouldn't need a no, I think we'd want it filtered because the items going into that interface that are being exported would be sucked into the system, and an unfiltered trash can would take the items from that interface and throw them away. So it would have to be a filtered trash can. Or at least a filtered storage bus, one of the two. Yeah, so the way this is working, this is a separate network right here. So this interface we are dumping acacia logs into, which is being placed by this formation plane. If we just have an unfiltered trash can, these are going to be pulled into the system and stored in the trash can. We can't do that. That would be bad. But yeah, we can put a storage bus here that will only allow stripped acacia logs with a trash can. So our acacia logs are still here. And if we right click this, it gets stored properly. I think we're good. Now, if I get rid of the stripped acacia log, this will dump out. And now we're just making a whole bunch of stuff and just throwing it away instantly. Yeah, so that's what we want. Yeah, we're good now. How come you have to worry about the stripped logs? So the acacia logs give you 4 millibuckets per tick, but like after a random amount of time, after it's been extracting the fluid from them, they get stripped. And when they're a stripped log, they produce 1 millibucket a tick, I think. Well, it doesn't show that here, but you can see the acacia log and then this right here. So after a certain amount of time, it turns into this. And this is only producing 1 millibucket instead of 4. I don't know why it doesn't show that here, but you can see right here it says production rate 1. Yeah. We don't really have to worry about it, but if we want this to like be going as fast as possible, which is the whole point of like getting these speed upgrades in there, it's something we need to worry about a little bit. So let's make the speed tier 2 for that. Can get rid of that, get rid of that. I can get rid of these and that. This, I guess I can just delete. I don't really care about it. Guys, calm down about the 3rd upgrade. Calm down. Are you calm? Calming down. Deep breaths. In with the good, out with the bad. All right. So this guy, go over there. So I guess we could probably get rid of this whole latex setup that we have here. Since this machine can just auto push and this machine probably can auto extract, and we have a separate one set up over here for the latex itself, we don't need to store latex in our applied energistic system anymore. So we still need this. We don't need this if we get rid of this. So let me go ahead and get rid of this. So we want to pull from the left. Yes, that is working correctly. This, we can tell it to stop doing that, so we don't need the expansion card in here anymore. Well, I guess we can fix this keyboard a little bit. There we go. Okay, so everything should be fine. Now we can get rid of the fluid storage for the latex up here. I think you can get rid of the original location where you're giving power to the extra ME system since the power from a different source now. I'll have to look at that. I don't know. Yeah, so we don't need that even. So it's there in case in the future in case we need something from it, but that can go away. That can be thrown away. Okay, so this is being connected. Yes, this wire here does not need to be here. So this originally was here just to provide these 3 items with power. And then we started adding on some other stuff here. I think. So we want this connected to the main network, which that is. Yeah, I think we can just get rid of this. I think that's what you were saying. Yeah, I don't think that's necessary anymore. Everything else here, I do believe, is still necessary. Now, we could run like the AE underground and make this a little bit cleaner. I think we're just going to leave it just as it is, though. All right, so we got a lot of stuff in here. You guys were like all up in my business about this other 3rd add-on, processing add-on. I have no idea what these are. Let's make some processing add-ons. Are you guys calm? Deep breaths. All right, so I need 4 diamond gears. Four diamond gears. I need 4 redstone. Furnace. Crafting table. Hyperventilating. Uncalmness intensifies. I miss the glass panes. I will never be calm again, not knowing the cable management hell you have hidden under the floors. It's fine. It's kind of like when you're sweeping your floor and you kind of like sweep the stuff underneath the rug. It's kind of the same thing. Like out of sight, out of mind. It's fine. I literally have no idea what this is doing. It seems much faster though. It definitely seems much faster. In fact, it's going faster than it can keep up, which is fine because this can take speed upgrades too. So let's go make some speed upgrades. You think it's making twice as much at a time? It kind of feels like it might be. It's definitely making more than what it was before. And that's the important thing. Now we're keeping up. But I want to make the efficiency upgrades for these two. And then I don't know if the processing would make it make double out of like the same amount of stuff. I have no idea how that works. Maybe we should make it. These are the blaze rods. Then we need crafting table, 2 of those. And then 2 furnaces. All right, so this. This. I don't think the efficiency made this go any faster. Okay, so this, that. And then we do this. Yeah, that doesn't seem to make this go any faster either. It'd be cool if it doubled the amount of latex balls that we're getting, but I don't think it does. Maybe it'll allow it to craft like 2 stacks at a time or something. Or 200, like, not for free. You think the efficiency makes it use less latex? I don't know about that. I don't think so. It looks like it's still using 100. It doesn't even see how much power this is using per operation anywhere on this. At least that I can see. Maybe it says somewhere. Oh, there it is. So progress, it takes 80 milliseconds. If we get rid of this, 80 milliseconds, 2 seconds, 20. So that didn't change anything. If I get rid of this, that goes to 100. Yeah, I'm not sure the processing tier 2 does anything here. Yeah, in this new version of Industrial Foregoing, contrary to the previous versions where you had to have the tier 1 to use the tier 2, you cannot put the tier 2 in if there's already a tier 1 in there of the same type. So you only put in the tier 2s now. So during this live stream, we have collected nearly 9,000 Zerothium crystal. I feel like we can probably just turn that off. Oh, you know what? I haven't even been looking at our power supply. That's full blast. This one's doing like almost 20. And this one's full blast. Yeah, I feel like we can probably turn those off now. We've accomplished everything that we needed. Let's go to the end and turn those off. Not only do they don't stack, you can't put a tier 1 and a tier 2 of the same type in the same machine. Unless you mean like 2 of the tier 2 upgrades, like taking up the same inventory slot. Or do you just mean like filling up the machine full of like tier 2 upgrades? I guess I haven't tried that. Maybe. I feel like If I set this to delete, does that delete the channel, or is that just delete this machine using that channel? Shouldn't this button be called unset? That literally just deleted my channel. Now, every single quantum entanglement porter I have to go fix. I think we're just gonna remove these since these are self chunk loading. I'll just leave everything there as it is. Actually, I guess I should probably grab these chests too. And the power cables. I'm just gonna leave the machine set up. I can't really be bothered to worry about this stuff. I know we spent so long on all these things, and now I'm just gonna leave it here. So my guess is my applied energistic system is turned off, and oh god, like everything that uses power is now busted. Somewhere in here I have power. Under here somewhere? How are these machines getting power? From this cable. Is that behind over here? I can't remember. Found it. Now our latex machine, I just put a new quantum entanglement porter under there as well. That needs to be reset. All of these machines have quantum entanglement porters too, I think. What else? Did I not put any machines in any of these other banks yet? I guess I haven't. So it's just 2 quantum entanglement porters up here. I guess that's not awful. Why is there not an unset button on the quantum entanglement porter? Do you only change it to like a different channel or delete your channel? And why is there no warning message when you click delete? It's like, are you sure you want to do this? It's going to unset every other quantum entanglement porter. As long as everything's working, let me go double check up the bees over here, make sure this is processing correctly. Power, things appear to all be working. Look good. Was there anything else that needed power like in this house? I don't think we're using power in here at all. I think we're all good now. Unless I have some random quantum entangle porter somewhere that's now like crying because it's unsaid. No, that mod is for pros, so no confirmation needed. Yeah, it looks like it's made for pros. I have no idea what I'm doing with it. Guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. Wrap that up. So, in the background, we're gonna be making the tiny dry rubber. So next time we come back on, we should have plenty of tiny dry rubber to make all the plastic that we want and get into more industrial foregoing stuff. So that'll be fun. So soon, yeah, it's normal end time. We started about 30 minutes late. Yesterday was a longer stream. We went for about 4 hours, I think. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit the follow button so you get notified when I go live. Our next stream should be tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. Should be. Let's go raid Jevin. He's streaming right now. He's been having problems with his YouTube channel. His MCN, multi-channel network, dropped him because they're going out of business. They're no longer doing what they do. And his channel is no longer receiving ads, even though like he should be a part of the YouTube partners or whatever. Anyway, if you guys want to show him some support, that would be awesome. Otherwise, just hang out for the raid and just say hello. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys for today. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Take care, guys. Stick around for the raid. Bye.